7 years ago, God spoke into myself and Bridget's hearts. And He said so clearly, one day, I want you and Bridget to plant a local life-giving church whose generosity and compassion touch the world. Flash forward to 2020. We're praying, we're pursuing God, and we start to hear from Him that the time is now to step out and plant this church, God's church. Little did we know, 2 weeks later, a global pandemic would start. And in that moment, there's a sense of fear. And you ask yourself, did we hear God correctly? But the vision of Fresh Hope Church is to risk everything for changed lives until Colorado looks like heaven. So we know that God was telling us to plant now. And so for 1 year, from March 2020 till March 2021, God was sending people and resources and giving us opportunities and building an incredible team. A team that is all in on the vision to see life change happen here in our state. And as we got closer to launch day and as we were walking through launch day, people on the team had given so much financially, their time, their resources. This dream became something much bigger than myself and Bridget. God was sending an incredible group of people. God was blessing Fresh Hope Church in the midst of everything else that was going on. It's not easy launching a portable church. It takes a lot of people. It takes an amazing team. You're setting up the tech, and there's so much detail that goes into it because we want to have a great experience in person and online. And there's so many cables, there's so many details that have to go into it. But the team showed up and was incredible in that space. You want to create an amazing Fresh Kids environment where kids can come and encounter the love of Jesus. They have been needing so much through this past year, and we know that Jesus has so much to offer. We're rolling in church in cases and on carts and setting up and helping a middle school become this environment where people can encounter God. God did profound things through our team and through the people who came to serve. People experienced the fresh hope of Jesus. As we were approaching Launch Sunday, we were pursuing God with everything that we had. We knew that we were putting in the preparation, that we were trying to figure out every detail because we know that God honors excellence and we wanted people to see that when they would come. But we also knew as a group, as a team, myself and Bridget, we knew that if God did not show up, it would all be for nothing. I remember going into the weekend, I was praying and just asking God, I just want every person to leave this Sunday, Launch Sunday, I want every person to leave thinking about how much you love them. And we started, the team and myself and Bridget, we were serving, we were setting up, and we were believing God, but you're still nervous in that moment. You're wondering, God, are you going to do what you said you were going to do? Is anybody going to show up? It's scary when you're a church planter sometimes. God showed up. God did incredible things. God is not only birthing something new through a new life-giving church here in Colorado, He's birthing something new inside of myself and Bridget and our family and our friends and our team. And here's the thing, Launch Sunday was incredible, but this is only the beginning. God is about to do something new here in our community, in Parker and Aurora, in the Denver Metro. And we are ready to risk everything until Colorado looks like heaven. There were people who gave their hearts to Jesus. Worship was as spirit-filled as it possibly could be, if you were in the room, the tangible presence of God was just overwhelming. All the details, all the preparation, everything that went into it, it went to helping people encounter a moment with Jesus. Because we know that one moment in the presence of God can change everything about a person's life. It's been a tough year over this past year, but while the world was shutting down, God was building His church. How amazing. At the end of the day, at the end of Launch Sunday, as we're driving home, we're just praising God for who He is. We're thanking Him that when we didn't have the answers along the way, that He was guiding and directing our steps the entire time. We thanked Him and praised Him for the life change that happened on Launch Sunday and the life change that's sure to come in week 2 and 3 and 4 and beyond. We know that God is in control and leading the way when it comes to Fresh Hope Church, and we believe wholeheartedly that a miracle can happen. Not only was it a special day as a church, but it was a special day for me because I had the amazing honor to baptize our oldest son, James, and my dad, Joel. And there's so much backstory behind it, but then you get to this place and there's already so much Jesus all around. And then after the second service, we began by doing baptisms and just having that opportunity to hug my son and to hug my dad and to celebrate what Jesus had done in their hearts. And then knowing that Jesus was going to do the same thing for thousands of people here along the Front Range, I was in awe. God is so amazing. So if you were there on Launch Sunday, if you came, if you participated, you know that God was in the building. And we believe that the best is yet to come because there's no one like our God.